the water. What do you see right there?
Oh, shut your face, dude. There's a revolver sitting right there. So we got the boat ready to put it in the water. We're at the Marshall Hall boat ramp right here just outside of Washington, D.C. And we're about 8 minutes away from where this lady lived. And the story goes, she went shopping, vanished without a trace. No one knows where she went. And she had medical conditions and stuff like that, but was there any indication of suicide or anything else?
Nothing that led me to that. I mean, she had, I guess, seizures, epileptic seizures, high blood pressure. So, I mean, who knows what that, that effect that those had on her health.
So we're thinking accident.
That's what I would guess. Nothing I read. She seemed like a great mother.
I wonder if, you think there's other places besides boat ramps? Sharp curves or something?
There's definitely some roads. I mean, there is a good bit of water. We're gonna have our work cut out for us, I think, today checking. There's a lot to check, but I mean, there's a lot of little ponds around the shopping district that she may have traveled to. Nothing's confirmed. There's no phone pings that I'm aware of, but we're gonna check everywhere we can.
Well, once again, it is super hot, super sunny, so let's get this boat in the water, start this day, make most of it, see if we can find something. You trying to get me killed? Oh.
See if it's shallower. I mean, I guess we're gonna hug this whole side as close as we can.
Think so?
Maybe find a deep spot.
I'll go the other way.
What do you mean go the other way?
I defy you. Anything you say. All right, we got the boat out in the water. It's really shallow at this one boat ramp. Like we're this far away from the boat launch, and it's just now 6 feet. So like from here all the way back to the ramp is really a lot of growth. So we're gonna start on this side of the boat ramp, and then just start hugging the bank and working our way down, checking all these boat ramps and sketchy spots. Maybe we'll come across something, get some answers. See what I'm looking at right now, it's only like 5.5 feet. You can see all these things over here, all these little puffy stuff, that's all growth. All that is plants under the water. And it's usually a pretty good indicator it's shallow and we're close to the shore. So if you ever see big poofy clouds on your sonar, plants, that's what you're looking at. Here we are again, Brown.
I mean, do you want to go that way or that way? That's towards Washington. That's.
I mean, I don't even care. You just tell me where you want me to go. Anyone running this show? I'm just the captain along for the ride. It is under a foot right here though, so we're literally, there's no point. I mean, like, we're not even.
Why are you sitting here?
Well, I'm turning now.
Yeah, look at all these rocks and bullshit.
Well, you're the one that told me to hug the dang bank.
I can see your bottom.
You're about to hit a dang tree is what you're about to do.
Now you're going into it.
Well, the damn wind is blowing me into it, all right? How big is it? It's moving. It don't scare me. Just turn so don't.
Why you trim down a little bit?
Hurt the sonar. So we cruised on down here. There's another boat ramp in here. It's actually a big marina. He's gonna check that because this was the general area like closest to her house. But we're looking at the charts right now. And I mean, this whole area is really, really shallow. You know, and right now we're sitting at 4.5 feet. You can see we just came out of the channel. So it's like 40, 50 feet out here, and then it drops off to 4 feet. So we made our way down the river a little bit more. We got Fort Washington right here. That's the Fort Washington Lighthouse. This is pretty cool. This is a whole new level of history I've never been around before. It's all revolutionary, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. It still stands. So George Washington literally standing in that. That's what you're telling me.
I would assume so at one point.
Damn, that's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. So I'd almost like, let's just dive here, see what we can find. There's some goodies laying down there. You know there's goodies. It's probably like no diving allowed or something dumb. So we made our way down closer to DC. We're at the National Harbor area. Check it out. Looking around. So the lady we're looking for, it's very, I mean, she could have came up here, but it's very rare. So essentially what we're doing now is while we're here, we're just gonna knock out a good section of this river and clear, you know, just clear all the spots we can. If we find a car, we'll dive on it. and then we'll continue the search for her back closer to her house in part 2 of this video. But technically we're still searching for her. She could be anywhere. Yeah. So we could come across her in the craziest of spots. So I don't know, it's still worth it to look around. That's why we're way over here. I mean, right where we're at right here, I mean, we're at 13.7. It's actually not, I mean, it's deep enough, but I mean, there'd be no way I don't think a car could get right in here.
No.
If they did, they're really talented.
It'd have to be an old...
It'd be a very old car, so let's circle out of this spot. One foot in front of the other. Chop, chop. They're all like swimming in the same line. I wonder if that's like a family, but they're just like, you know what? We'll stick together. Here, I don't know if you can hear me with the noise or not, but we're pretty much right here in DC. If you look over there, you can look really close. You can see the Capitol. Over there's the needle, the monument. I'm not sure what they call it. But we're not going to go much closer than this. But we're going over here to the other side of the airport, check a boat ramp. Then we're going to make our way back. It's pretty windy out here, so the water is kind of wavy. So we're pushing our luck a little bit, but I think we'll be all right. But every so often a big boat rips through and we get a massive wake, but we'll see what happens. We pretty much made it into DC, the waterway at least. Not finding anything, but just found one of those electric rental bikes that you can get throughout the city, I think. And somebody just decided to throw it into the water. Pretty messed up. But I don't see anybody attached to that bike, so I will just, they'll be able to find it. They got GPS on them, but either way. It says on Lime plus Uber. Huh. I'd almost say we should grab it, but I think they got a GPS trackers on it.
Dude, somebody will get it.
Yeah.
Oh, we just went over a big old tree.
Hey, look right here. There's an electric scooter.
There's a scooter right there. I'm gonna wait for this.
I've always wanted one. Do you think it's the rentals?
I think they have GPS on that, man.
It's in the water. Maybe the GPS is broken. You know, finders keepers, is that how it works?
I'm not really sure.
Me neither. Pretty much lined up with the I want to call that the Washington Monument.
I think that's,
but I don't know what I think that's what it's called. But I'm sure everybody's gonna quote me like, no, or I was right. I got a 50-50 shot.
George Washington Monument.
So today marks day 2 of searching for Carol, and we're still here in town. And yesterday we spent all day out in the Delaware River searching all the boat ramps, any spot we could think of. And that river, surprisingly, we didn't find anything. But we ruled out the boat ramps, so now we're gonna be spending the day pond hopping around her house and around the areas where she would have went shopping and see if maybe she accidentally ended up in one of these bodies of water around here. Right now I guess we're at a mall or something right here in town.
So we're pretty close to her house, which she was confirmed to be at. I mean, it's maybe, I think, 8 minutes away from here. And she was, from what the family understands, she went shopping. That's what she typically did. So there was no reason to believe she did anything sporadic. So, I mean, that's likely what happened. And there's a lot of ponds and bodies of water around here. There's a very good chance she could have accidentally gone into one of these. And it's happened before in this area. I was reading on the different news stories of cars going in. So we're gonna check everything we can, you know.
So this is the 3rd pond that we've checked today. Most of these things are really fortified, guardrails, fences, and this one, you come along here, this one has a fence around it, but there's a section up here that looks like they've replaced recently, and it looks like something went through it. So did a car go through it? It's already been pulled out, more than likely. But what if they just replaced the fence and didn't bother looking? I mean, it's happened. Heck, one time they built a new boat dock on top of a car that was a missing person. So crazy things have happened. So right here, these 3 pieces of wood in that post have been replaced. So yeah, something did go through it. I don't know. Very well could be right there. He's getting the sonar boat ready right now, and then we'll see if there's anything out there. So today we're going to be using the RC boat that Adam designed here a while ago. It's definitely doing the job. It can see the sonar. It can see the cars on the sonar, and we can wirelessly transmit it to a box we got in the truck. So this is pretty cool. We don't have to do anything. We just put it in there and drive it around. Boom, sonar shots.
Yeah, it's definitely very useful. We've been able to locate many vehicles at this point, and very unique, kind of one of very few of these type of things that are built. So helps us out in situations like this when there's no way to put a big boat in, you know, this pond.
That's why you're driving. I mean, it's working, but I don't want to crash it.
It's just deep enough. You know, it might be really tricky to see something at 6, 7 feet.
Yeah.
It'd probably be like a big black, like wall looking. Oh, I might even hit it.
And we do have some grooves right there, so they might have drug a car out before.
Yeah. It's just deep enough.
Okay then. Okay then. So definitely deep enough, but just.
Yeah, I mean that's better. I wasn't even thinking it'd be down to 7 feet.
All right, we've come across another pond on our list. This one makes more sense just because there is holes that she could have made it through without busting through the fence and making a scene, you know?
I think it's deep enough. They usually dig these out for like the foundation. I think this is kind of a newer neighborhood. So we're gonna put this boat in the scan. I'm looking down here at the water. What do you see right there?
Oh, shut your face, dude. There's a revolver sitting right there.
It looks like a revolver.
That's exactly what that is.
I'm betting it's real based on the kind of area we're in. Not to diss on the community, but we're not in the best area.
That's pretty funny. You can like, walk out there and grab it. Want to hold your hand?
I think that's a real one.
Looks pretty darn real. Anything else laying out there?
Yeah.
Was it real?
38 undercover SPL.
Damn.
A number that they tried to scratch off. Charter 2000 Shelton on. It's not loaded.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah, I'd have to call the police on that one. Let's scan this first.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's right here in the shower.
Definitely doesn't look loaded. We got 5331 right there. Undercover 38 special. Probably a piece of crap gun, but that's weird. Somebody tried to scratch off the serial numbers, but it looked like they was using like their nail or something. Didn't work very well. So, all right, well, that's cool. We'll just set this up here on the boat and give the fuzz a call when we get done scanning this. How you doing?
What up, man?
Oh, just finding stuff for you.
Absolutely, man.
It's right there on the other side of my grate.
Gosh. Where'd you guys find it at?
Right here, there's a drainage pipe And about 6 inches of water just laying there.
Okay. Do you know if it's loaded or you didn't touch it?
Looks unloaded. I don't know if there's one in like in the pipe, so to speak.
Absolutely.
But all the other ones are empty.
Did you guys have this thing in there?
No, we was using a sonar.
I was about to say, what the hell, bro?
I got remote control kayak. We do searching and scanning.
Gosh. That's what's up here.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys probably calls like this a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the area at all.
No.
That's probably our worst neighborhood right there. So I'm not surprised.
I was picking up on the vibe a little bit. I was like, man, I don't want to be around here too much.
Yeah, not at all. Shit's fucking broke.
Kind of looks like they tried to scratch the numbers on the side, but just gave up.
But so what we do here is we just send it in to get tested for DNA, and they also fire the gun, right? So I'm just gonna take your exclusionary DNA. It's just saying that you found it, and if your DNA comes back on the gun, since you touched it, it won't
He
do
touched
you
it
to a
too.
crime.
So I don't know.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I did.
He might. Well,
It's not a problem. I just have to take your DNA so that it says, because like I said, I mean, this is our highest crime rate in Charles County is right here.
I get it. Yeah, we both touched it.
Thank you.
I didn't put it in my mouth though.
I got you. I wish it was something cooler like a Glock switch, but
Yeah, usually the guns we find are really shitty. What are they? Tridents or Triumph or something
well,
like that?
it's like an undercover or something. It's
I've never heard of
like
that.
a brand, you know. But if you just open your mouth, I'll do 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side. I know it's super awkward.
This is actually the first, and we found hundreds of guns in Atlanta. And
Oh yeah, they don't even care usually. They're just like whatever.
We out here to catch people, you know.
Yeah.
they told us to stop calling because we found too many. And if they don't have a serial number or look new, they're just like,
Oh, that's good. I was gonna say, I figured you guys touched it with gloves. That's why I was kind of surprised.
well, we weren't planning on. We weren't really trying to find a gun today. We were
Oh,
trying.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
you all
so-
good. Did you just pick it up with a magnet?
No, I was literally. Like, I
No,
could see
it was 6 inches underwater, just laying
It's
there.
pretty clear, so yeah.
All right, man. Well, y'all are good to go with us. You know.
Cool.
So
Appreciate
appreciate it, man.
Hope it solves a crime.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, probably. So.
All right. All right, y'all have a good one.
Yeah. You too.
I'm a little bit happy.
Man. So it turned out that, oh my gosh, AC. So our day turned out to not finding any cars, to possibly finding the smoking gun, and then come to find out we're in the worst neighborhood in the entire city. So probably not the smartest place to be after hours.
Yeah, probably not.
But I guess finding a gun is probably there's probably a lot more laying around if you think about it.
I mean, I threw the magnet in. I didn't find anything else. It was pretty shallow, but a lot of junk.
Well, either way, that kind of ended the day on a good note. We covered a lot of ground. Didn't find our missing person. We did find a weapon. Turned it over to the police. That sums it up. On to the next one.
Yep.
So if you guys like this kind of content, like and subscribe. We're still on the road and we're heading out. I think we got one more stop and then it's back to the house and figure out another trip. So stick around for that. We'll see you guys on that next video.